Welcome to 3D Amazon FBA. Today I'm going to be talking about what I'm working on now, which is I have decided to sell my Funko Pop collection. As you can see back here, my shelves are all empty. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do with the camera, but my shelves are all empty and I'm looking to cash out, and I'm going to explain why in this video and kind of what I'm expecting to happen. So before I get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I've decided to get out of Funko, and the main reason is I think the hobby's going to die. I think it's on its way out, and there's several reasons why I believe this. The first thing is Funko is trying to come up with other similar type products, and there nobody seems to like them. I was in a few Funko groups, and they came out with, I think they call them gold, and they have like rappers, basketball players, football players, I think are the main ones. And even the chase copies, nobody wants them. They're picked up in the store. They're worth, even the chases, which are supposed to be rare, are worth about as much as the MSRP on them. And it's just a line that nobody wants, and they're still making them, and they're still kind of pushing them out there, but they're losing on their core product as far as the pops go, and they're trying to do other things, and that I don't think bodes well for the hobby whenever companies try to expand and get distracted from what made them popular to begin with. The second reason why is all the stores except for Walmart have shrunk their offerings or their shelf space for pops. Like you can go into Hot Topic, like say 2 years ago, and they had like a big 16, 20-foot wall, 10 shelves high, stacked with pops, and there's a huge variety. And now like Hot Topics down to like a 4 to 8 foot section. Like they've cut their pop section by anywhere from a half to 2/3. Box Lunch did the same thing, and those stores are starting to bring in more stuff. Now, me, if I'm, a company, and if I have something that's popular but it's not making me very much money, I'm not going to want to sell as much. There's a reason why these stores are not wanting to carry such a big selection. And Hot Topic was, one of the main places to go to get Funko Pops, and now that they've shrunk their selection, it's obvious. They must think that the hobby's dying, or maybe the demand wasn't there outside of flippers, things like that. And to me, that's a sign. Just like baseball cards back in the 90s, they were huge. Every shopping center had a baseball card shop. They were holding like baseball card events and all this stuff. Me and my dad used to go to card shows all the time, and then they slowly started going away, and there was less places to go and stuff like that. And I have a feeling it looks like this is what's the case with Funko. Um, the third reason why I think Funko is dying is they don't come out with any good pops really anymore. Now I'm a nostalgia guy. I love the 80s and 90s. When I was growing up, so that's kind of my focus. But it just seems like nowadays they're just regurgitating Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney, and that seems to be about all they're doing. Maybe some Batman. I mean, I've lost like complete interest in Funko because there's nothing coming out that's of interest to me, because I don't collect Disney, Star Wars, or DC. But they're just not really coming out with much. They came out with a lot of Seinfeld. Nobody really wanted them. None of them had held any value. They sat on the shelves for months. And if Seinfeld stuff doesn't sell, then you're kind of out of luck. They did a whole bunch of The Office, and they oversaturated The Office. They had a couple that were worth a lot of money that people really wanted, but they came out with like 50 of them all of a sudden, it seemed. And they're just oversaturating the market with popular IPs, but the demand wasn't there for all the different ones. Like I think Angela, which was like an accountant on The Office, I think they came out with like 3 or 4 versions of her, and she was a side character that wasn't all that popular, and and they just made too many, to be honest, and they just, it was just too much. And then like there's some IPs that people would want. Like I'm a big King of the Hill fan that they never came out with them, and it's like, they're not really coming out with anything that a lot of people want, because Funko is, for collectors anyways, it's a lot of nostalgia and a lot of stuff like that. Like there's anime is pretty big for Funko because people remember watching like Dragon Ball Z when they were younger or whatever, and they're just not putting out anything that seems to be popular. And like it's been about a year, and I think I've only seen like one pop this entire year. We're like 5 months in, that piqued my interest at all, and that was Whitney Houston. I haven't seen anything else interesting. And then you even get into like the ad icons, which I think are really cool. I have like 50 or 60 in my room on shelves, but they started coming out with cereal boxes and stuff like that. It wasn't even an ad, it was just they came out with a can of Pringles. It's like they're running out of ideas for what to do with them. And the last reason why I think Funko's on the way out is they raised their prices. So, they were $11 at Hot Topic and Box Lunch, and $12.50 for their exclusives. And the prices they would always run deep discounts like three for 27. So you'd get them for like $9, and that's not that bad. Walmart had them for I think 888 or 878. Target was 899, except for like some exclusives were more, or like Comic Con ones. Fye, theirs were always overpriced, but they'd do a buy two get one half off, so they were just like maybe a little bit more expensive if you bought three. So now the price is $11.99 each. So they basically increased the prices 30%, which is happening everywhere. To be fair, everything has gone up quite a bit of money. Fye quit running their promos, and Hot Topic really just doesn't really carry much of a selection at all anymore. So with the price going up and them not releasing anything decent, it's not really much of a value anymore. Before it was cool. I go spend $9 and I can get, something that I really liked, and I can put it on the shelf or whatever. But now we're talking $12. And with the economy being what it is right now, are people willing to pay $12 for a collectible? They're like, this is okay. I mean, they haven't come out with nothing else. I guess this one would be fine for my collection. So it's really, um, I think there's a lot of stuff going on that just people aren't really interested in. And with the price increase, especially such a dramatic one, I think it's kind of going to be the nail in the coffin for Funko. And and even at Walmart and stuff, I go through there a little bit to see if they have any exclusives that might be able to flip on Amazon. No one's even buying them. They're all pretty much the same ones all the time. I don't see any turnover with the Funkos. So I do believe that that hobby is going the way of Beanie Babies and baseball cards. Like I said, Barbies at one point was huge collectibles, and that market fell out. I think the market is going to be on the way out here pretty soon. So I've already started selling my pops. I sold, I don't know, about 15 or so on eBay this past weekend. I'm slowly listing them. I hate listing on eBay. Um, but I am listing, a few here every couple hours. I might go list four or five. I think I listed five or six this morning. I sent in, I think, 60 to Amazon yesterday. I pulled out about 20 more that I've got sitting on my desk outside that I'm going to ship out probably Thursday. I think I'm going to go sourcing tomorrow. Just hit up a couple stores, and I'm going to be getting rid of my Funkos on eBay. Once you factor in fees and stuff from my initial buy cost, I think I'm down like $50, but I got $500, just over $500 coming to me. What I sent out yesterday are yeah, yesterday to Amazon, I'm looking at about, I think it was about $600 profit, $700 profit, somewhere in there, because I had some that I was able to get super cheap like 4 or 5 years ago that are selling for 100, $150. Like the Ice Cube Pops Ride one, a couple the Jaws Pops, I got them for I think like $15 at Hot Topic, and they're selling for 40 to 50 because I had all the different Jaws Pops. Like the old horror pops like Chucky, the Walmart exclusive, where he's missing half his face, stuff like that. Those are have gone up in value from when I bought them, so I'll be able to make money on those. But I bought some from Facebook groups like 6, 7 months ago, and the price hasn't increased like the Crow. I got the Crow pop, and the price has been stagnant. So when I sell it on eBay for like 60, $70, I'll probably end up losing like 10 or 15 once you factor in shipping and stuff like that. But it is what it is. That's what the collectible market is. Unfortunately, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose when you hold out on stuff. But going off the pop price guide and the Funko app, my collection's worth between 10,000 and like $11,500. So when I sell through all of these, I'll probably end up with $7,000, $8,000, which is great. I tried selling them locally, but the Facebook group is just dead. I got stood up twice, but no one posts on there, and only like 4 people looked at my post. And I have like what 500 pops, roughly 450, 500 pops, and there's just no interest because I do believe that the hobby's dying. The Facebook group is extremely inactive. So, but yeah, I'm planning on getting $7,000, $8,000. Whatever I end up getting, that should be about what I get back. And what my plan is I have been focused on putting money in the stock market, for my own reasons. So the stuff that I sell on through Amazon is going to stay with my Amazon business. What I sell on eBay, I'm going to put all that money in the stock market. Looking to grow that stuff. If you guys are interested in what I'm doing with like the stock market stuff, let me know. I am a novice. I'm not any kind of expert, but I'm learning, and that's been a big focus for me. But that's my thoughts on the Funko market. That's why I'm getting out. You know, uh, Let me guys know what you get, or excuse me, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are into Funko collectibles, let me know what you guys think of the future of the hobby. I personally think that it's dying, and I recommend thinking about getting out now because there's a lot of things that have happened that indicate that this hobby is not going to be around very long. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching.